guys, oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't filmed a video for you in forever. It kind of has been forever. It's been probably 2 or 3 weeks since I filmed a video. That's just unacceptable. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But I really wanted to give you an update on how my rotations are going. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I have been on my rotations for pharmacy school. If you haven't been following me for a while, hi, welcome to my channel. So I am just starting my second year of pharmacy school if you're new. So the way my school does rotations is after our first year of pharmacy school, we do 1 month in a hospital and 1 month in a retail community pharmacy setting. So I'm doing my first month in a hospital, about 10 minutes from me, and for my second month I will be at a Target, like a CVS, because all the Targets are CVS now. It's kind of interesting though, because where I am at for my hospital rotation, there are other students that are from the pharmacy school that's in the area. There's only one like really small kind of satellite campus of a pharmacy school in my area, and there's like 70 students a class in that school, and a bunch of them are at my site. But what they were saying is that for their school, they have their community rotation after their first year, so, and that's only like 2 or 3 weeks it sounds like, and then after their second year of classes they have their 1 month in the hospital. And then they do the third year, and then they go on to IPPE rotation. So it's kind of interesting because I am coming in as just starting my P2 year. So all the knowledge I have is really background knowledge. I don't have any therapeutics. I haven't had MedChem or PCall or any of those classes that really teach you how the drugs work, like the down and dirty of pharmacy school. I haven't really had that yet. So it's kind of interesting because my IPPE rotations and their IPPE rotations are very different. They really know more than I do. But it's kind of cool for me because I feel like when I go into my classes next year, I feel like I'm going to have a little bit of a leg up because I am really learning a lot in this setting. So let me tell you what I'm doing. So in the hospital, for the first 2 weeks, they had me shadowing the pharmacy technicians. So basically, every day I would go in, they assigned me to one of the technicians, and I just shadowed them for the day. Depending on which technician I was with, I got to do different things. So some of them were a little hesitant at letting a student do anything. Understandable, their name's on it. If I mess up, it's under, their name, it's their job that could be in trouble. But some of the technicians were really comfortable with students, really enjoyed having students, and they let me just get right in there and do stuff, which was really awesome. So I've learned how to use the Pyxis machines. If you don't know what a Pyxis machine is, it's basically in a hospital on every floor, basically every wing of every floor, they have a Pyxis machine with all the medications on it for that area of the hospital. So when a nurse needs their Tylenol for their patient, they can go type it in there and it just pops out of the machine, instead of having to call down for the pharmacy every time they need a medication. And things like that, and you can put IVs in there, and they have a fridge and everything like that too. So I learned how to use those, how to load drugs into those, take them out. Down in the pharmacy, I learned how to scan drugs in, scan drugs out, do returns from the Pyxis machines. I also learned how to do IVs in the IV room. So if you remember, I talked about when I was down at school for the summer, we learned how to do IVs by aseptic technique. And I've actually been able to see that in action in the hospital and actually see them, making IV drugs and all that kind of stuff. So that's been really, really cool. I've been able to really get my hands on some stuff. And it really makes some of the things that you learn in school make more sense as to why you're learning, what you're learning. It just makes more sense now, I think, a lot of the stuff, because a lot of it was very abstract for me because I haven't been working in a pharmacy. So now I'm seeing these different medications and I'm understanding what they're for and why they would give them to different patients. And I've been able to ask questions to the pharmacist and to the doctors for, why are you doing this? Or why are you giving this over this? How do you determine, what drugs to give? So it's been really, really interesting. So anyways, so for the first 2 weeks I was with the technicians. Now I'm in my third week. I'm halfway through my third week. It's Wednesday today. So I'm halfway through my third week. So this week and next week I will be with the pharmacists. And what I've been doing is going on rounds with them. So in the hospital that I'm in, from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., we do trauma rounds. So the pharmacist goes up with the trauma physician And we go around and we go with the physician, the nurse, and any other like important, like the respiratory therapist, physical therapist, any other person that's been helping out those patients and working with them. And we go on rounds. So we go to each, so for trauma rounds, we go to each trauma patient, and the nurse, you know, tells the physician what all of their stats are, talks about how they're doing. We talk about the drugs they're on, and we discuss, should we continue this medication? Should we stop it? Should we stop this one and add this one instead? All those kinds of things. So it's really interesting to hear them just, like, to watch them just talk and interact and be like, they're on this antibiotic, this really isn't working, we should discontinue that, try this antibiotic. And then they're talking about, you know, how often to give it and how many like milligrams and all that stuff. And it's just really cool to listen to. And I've been learning so much just observing. I've also been with an IPPE student who's not from my school. She's from the school that is in the area. But I've been with her on the rounds. So it's been really cool to be able to kind of lean over to another student and be like, hey, do you know what they're talking about? Because she is 3 years ahead of me now. You know, she's a 4th year, and I guess 2 years ahead of me because I'm a P2 now. But yeah, so that's been really, really cool too. So I've been able to see so much. I can see how the work flows in the pharmacy, you know, how you go from doing rounds and them talking about the medications and sending an order down, and then down in the pharmacy, they get the order, the techs fill it, the pharmacist. It's just really cool to see how everything works, especially because I haven't worked in one before. So it's just so new to me and so interesting. But yeah, so I've really been enjoying it. My first 2 weeks were a little rough because I had to go in at 6 a.m. every day. My hours were 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So I was exhausted a lot of the days. I'm still tired. I just got home like 10 minutes ago. So if I see, you can see how tired I am. Like my face is all red. It's 90 million degrees outside, and I've been there for 8 hours. But these last 2 weeks, I'm there from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So it's a little bit more normal hours, so I'm not as like exhausted as I was the first 2 weeks, because I had to get up at like 4:15, 4:30 to get ready, and oh gosh, it was exhausting, but it was good. It's a little different being with the pharmacists because they do rounds until like maybe noon, 1 o'clock, depending on how busy it is, and I'm still there till 4. So I've really had to kind of make myself busy. I do have assignments for school, so in the afternoon after rounds, I've been going down and working on those, but I don't have that much to do for school. With the other school, they have like a 50-page binder of things they have to do. Like, I don't have to do all that, thank God. But so today, I was kind of sitting there like, yeah, I can work on my assignment, but you know, I don't really have much to do. And one of the techs I was with last week was like, hey, come with me. So I went and I helped her in the IV room. So I've been really trying to like make my presence known, make sure I'm competent, and really try to help them. And, you know, the techs really seem to appreciate it. I got along with all the techs. They're all so wonderful. All the pharmacists are so wonderful. My preceptor is great. I don't see her that much because she's like the pharmacy director, so she's in charge of everything in the pharmacy. But I did have my midpoint evaluation last Thursday, and it went so well. And it's kind of funny because like she's never really out that much working with me, but it's like she hears everything, you know, her door's always open and she hears, and she comes out and she sees what you're doing. And I got very good feedback from her, and I'm very proud of my work that I've been trying to do. I've really been trying to like put myself out there, ask questions, always be a helping hand, always dress and act professionally, because that's so important. And it was really nice to know that she sees that and she recognizes that. So it's been really good. And I want to put my name in there after my final, you know, evaluation next week. I want to just kind of put a little birdie in her ear, like, just if you're ever looking for a pharmacy tech, you know, PRN or anything like that, or part-time but like not so many hours, feel free to put my name in there, you know. And I think that might work out. I'm hoping so. But yeah, I'm kind of nervous to start my Target rotation, my retail one next week, mostly because in the pharmacy there's so much standing and walking. I have a back injury and it flares up from time to time, and there's so much standing and walking in the pharmacy. Like, you don't sit very much during the day, and my back right now is killing me. So I'm a little worried in retail because I know that you're literally just standing all day, and I think that might really wreak havoc on my back, but we shall see. But anyways, I know this is kind of a boring video, but I just wanted to update you on how my rotations are going. I am alive. I didn't die. I still have my YouTube channel. I haven't been even on social media at all. I've just been focused on, on my rotation. So, yeah, it's going really great so far. I'm really enjoying it. If you have any questions about my rotation or me or my school or anything like that, you want any advice, please feel free to message me on social media, email me, leave comments below, anything like that. If you like my channel, please subscribe if you haven't already. If you like videos like this, click the like button because that's always nice for me to know. And other than that, I think that's all I got for you. So I will see you in my next video.